Cebu Electrical and Instrumentation Online Training. Right now, I'm gonna discuss about time delay load power circuit. This circuit we call it time delay load power circuit. This circuit this is protection for the electronics and electrical appliances in our house, because during the time the electricity power will shut down, then uh, normally the power will be resumed automatically. Then your electronics and electrical equipment, it is on plug on the convenience outlet. So there is a tendency that your appliances, it will be damaged, it will be malfunction because of the starting current. So to protect the starting current to during the resuming of the power supply of our house, that's why we need to install this time delay load power circuit. So this is the block diagram of the time delay load power circuit, and this is the schematic diagram of the uh, time delay power circuit. This is the schematic diagram, and this is the block diagram. Here. So if we want to apply the circuit in your house for protection of your electronics and electrical equipment, you just follow this connection. You just follow this connection only. This schematic diagram for time delay load power circuit. So I'm gonna discuss the principle of this power circuit, this schematic diagram. So here, so before we discuss the schematic diagram, I want to explain what electrical component to use for this for the time delay load power circuit. This is the power, this is the transformer. This is secondary transformer. We can see on the streets that on the transmission line, there is a secondary transformer. That's we are taking the connection from this secondary transformer, going to our kilowatt meter, then going to the circuit breaker. Then there is a selector switch. There's a timer delay. This I'm using here the light 1 and light 2, and there is magnetic contactor. So this the the internal connection of the selector switch. This is 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. If you select this one on 2, it's local. And if you select this selector to 3, it's going to remote. This is also the internal diagram of the timer. And this is the diagram of this magnetic contactor. So I'm gonna explain the principle of this time delay load power circuit through this schematic diagram. So here we have a secondary transformer. We have line and neutral. So the connection from the secondary transformer is going to kilowatts hour meter line side. Then the load side connection is going to the circuit breaker. And then from the load side of the circuit breaker is going to the line side of the magnetic contactor. Then the load side of the magnetic contactor, then will distribute connection to the light 1 and 2 and 3. So here is already explained the power side from the secondary transformer up to the light. So now we are going to discuss the controller. So we have your selector switch. We have timer auxiliary contact normally open. We have magnetic coil, and then we have timer normally closed. This is the timer. We have our selector. So now we are taking the connection from line 1, going here, going to the 1. What is the 1? 1 is common, 2 is local. If you select this switch here, so local, it will be in direct energized the magnetic coil. So you have, once you energize the magnetic coil, you close this magnetic contactor, then this light it will be illuminated. So if you select 3, 3 is remote position. This is the remote position contact. Now the selector, here connection is going this way. This is going to the timer normally open. Then the same time going to the auxiliary contact normally open, then magnetic coil. So how to energize this magnetic contactor through remote position. So from here, this side and this side, this magnetic contactor. Then from here, line 1 is going to the timer. So once we switch on, once we energize the circuit breaker, so the power is come this way. So comes this way. If we are going to put a remote position, the power is come this way, and this way, and this way. So here is already open. So the power up to here only. But here, this is normally closed. So the power, this is normally closed timer. So depends of the timer setting. So you can set the timer 1 minute. Once the electricity power will resume in your circuit, then it will be delay 1 minute. You can set it depends on your setting of the timer. Example, when you are going to set in 1 minute the timer, before energize the magnetic contactor, once the electricity power will resume in your electrical circuit. So again, if you are going to select on the remote, here normally open, this is the power up to only. So still not energize the magnetic contactor. Once again, if the power from the secondary transformer will resume, then in this circuit breaker is always on position, then this contactor depends on the magnetic coil. So how to energize the magnetic coil? Then if you are going to select remote position, the power is up to only, still not energized. So the same time, this connection is closed, then the timer will counting for 1 minute as per your setting time. So once the timer reach on 1 minute, then this timer normally open contact, it will be closed, then energize the magnetic contactor, magnetic coil, then close the magnetic contactors. So once the magnetic coil energized, then this C1, this is the C1. This C1 will be closed. Then is keeping energized because this is open, but the electricity is going this way. It's already closed. So this keep on energize this magnetic coil, then this open. So this when this open, so you have the energize the timer. So the timer is only using for the duration of the time delay 1 minute. So after 1 minute, your timer will be disabled. Okay, that is the explanation of the time delay load power circuit, which is applicable for your house electrical and electronics component. Thank you very much for your watching.